Forbes recently published an article by Dr. Adara Landry titled "Side Gigs for Physicians Boom as Salaries Flatten and Burnout Continues." And that headline, it says it all. Doctors are finally saying enough. In fact, it highlights Dr. Naomi Lawrence Reed in her journey to starting doctoring differently. And alongside her, I was honored to be featured in that piece because I've lived this story. When I wasn't on wards, I built my first side business, an Etsy store called Bramlin and Rose, selling protective hair accessories. It started small, but it gave me something medicine never could: control over my income and my time. And here's the crazy part. I was able to employ my daughter in that business. That means she's learning not only about money early, but we get a tax break for it. And today, I'm going to show you why every physician needs a side hustle, how it can offset your W-2 income, and how business owners, even part-time ones, legally pay less in taxes. According to a 2025 Medscape survey, 4 in 10 physicians now have a side gig, and nearly 75% report equal or greater fulfillment compared with clinical medicine. That means it isn't just about money. It's about purpose. As Dr. Landry noted, this shift isn't solely about burnout. Many doctors are responding to rigid pay structures, limited career growth, and a desire for autonomy. Side hustles give physicians something we've lost in the system: control. And while side gigs currently account for only about 10% of the average physician's income, their influence is far greater. They represent a path back to flexibility, creativity, and ownership. So let's start with a mindset shift, because I know there are many healthcare professionals who are watching this, physicians, lawyers, others out there, and they're wondering, well, why do doctors actually need a side gig? This is a failure of the system, not a flex for physicians. If you've ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you've seen the cash flow quadrants. Most physicians live in the E quadrant, the employee quadrant. We trade time for money. The government taxes us first. In fact, as a W-2 earner, I work a third of the year for free because that is how much I pay in taxes. But when you start a side hustle, you move into the S or B quadrant. That's self-employed or business owner. Now you get paid after your business expenses, and that is a game changer. It's the difference between being taxed on what you make and being taxed on what you keep. The goal isn't to work more, it's smarter income. So let's talk about what kind of side hustles work for physicians: consulting, speaking, coaching, content creation, real estate, writing, or creating digital products. The key is choosing the right structure and the right side hustle for you. Some people have posted in the comments, "Oh, I would not sell hair accessories. I prefer to pick up another shift." And that is perfectly fine if you want to leverage clinical medicine in order to generate more income. But there's still a smart way to do it. And the key is choosing the right structure, because that determines your tax benefits and your protection. A sole proprietorship is the simplest, but you get no liability protection. An LLC, now that's my favorite starting point. It's flexible and it protects your personal assets. So once your side income grows, let's say over $50,000, you may elect an S Corp status. That lets you pay yourself a salary and take the rest as distributions. It can also save you thousands in self-employment tax. A C Corp is usually for larger ventures, not small side hustles. So the structure matters because it determines how the IRS sees your income. And that brings us to the fun part, the tax breaks. This is what I call side hustle tax power play. Under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act and small business tax laws, there are deductions and credits that W-2 earners simply can't access. Let's go through 5 that every physician should know. Number 1 is business expenses. Everything from your laptop to your CME courses to your marketing costs. If it's ordinary and necessary for your business, it's deductible. Number 2, home office deduction. If you have a dedicated space in your home for work, like the one that's featured in this YouTube video, even if it's just a small room, you can deduct part of your mortgage, your rent, or utilities using the home office deduction. Number 3 is a solo 401k or a SEP IRA. Now, I encourage you to choose a solo 401k option because it still allows you to access the backdoor Roth IRA. But if you choose a SEP IRA, then that is on you. Now, this one is really big because you can contribute up to $70,000 per year depending on income. That reduces your taxable income and builds retirement savings. Number 4 is health insurance premiums. So if you are self-employed, you can deduct those premiums for yourself and your family. And number 5 is the qualified business income deduction, or QBI. This gives you up to a 20% deduction on your net business income. Now, it may not apply if you're doing something that is adjacent to your clinical roles, but if it's completely outside of it, then you should qualify for this business deduction. And when you add those up, it's clear that your side hustle doesn't just earn you more money, it helps you to keep more of it. Here's an example. Let's say that your side business earns $50,000 and you spend $20,000 on legitimate business expenses. Now, let's say that you contribute about $6,000 to your solo 401k. Only $24,000 of that $50,000 is taxable. So that is a $26,000 difference that lowers your adjusted gross income, and that can make you eligible for even more tax credits. So you're not just gaming the system, you're using the tax code the way that it was designed to reward business owners. So you might be wondering, how does this help your W-2 income? Your business deductions reduce your adjusted gross income, the number that the IRS uses to determine your tax bracket and eligibility for credits. And let's clear this up because people confuse these all the time, okay? A tax deduction reduces how much of your income is taxed. A tax credit directly reduces what you owe in taxes. So if you're in the 30% tax bracket, a $1,000 deduction saves you about $300 on your taxes. A $1,000 credit saves you the full $1,000 on your taxes. So by lowering your AGI through side hustles, you might actually qualify for credits that high income earners usually lose out on. Your side hustle doesn't just make money, it unlocks money you were missing before. So what does this all mean for you? It means you can work fewer shifts, gain flexibility, and still build wealth, all while keeping more of what you earn. Here's your action plan. Number 1, pick a side hustle that aligns with your strengths: coaching, consulting, real estate, public speaking, or content creation. Whatever fancies you. Number 2 is you want to choose the right business structure. Start with an LLC, and then after some time of generating income, you might consider switching over the tax status to an S Corp. But again, I would encourage you to talk about your goals with your accountant to see if that step would be a good move for you. Number 3 is track every expense: mileage, software, travel, education. You want to count every single thing because those expenses are deductions. Number 4, contribute to a solo 401k or a SEP IRA to lower your adjusted gross income. And number 5, claim your deductions and your credits confidently. Your side hustle gives you control, creativity, and choice. It's the bridge between your current income and your financial independence. In Forbes, I also shared how my family is investing in alternative investments like real estate and businesses, including our new laundromat. It's a system we'll optimize now and into retirement, I said. That investment will create multiple layers of benefit: cash flow, tax deductions, and depreciation to offset physician income. But most importantly, it's something that can be passed down to my children. It's a tool for generational wealth, not just generational work. And that's what this entire movement is about. As Dr. Landry concluded, side gigs are no longer fringe. They're already part of the physician experience for many. With education, coaching, and shared strategies, physicians can reclaim agency, diversify income, and reduce dependence on others for financial stability and personal fulfillment. Physicians, healthcare workers, lawyers, high-income professionals, your income should not just build hospitals and other people's pockets. It should build your freedom. And a side hustle isn't a distraction from medicine. It's a pathway to autonomy, to joy, and long-term wealth. If you're ready to learn how to build, scale, and optimize your income beyond the wards, subscribe to my channel. And if you are a woman in healthcare and you're looking to start your side gig or just really better understand your finances and see how this could work for you, then I want you to click the link below and schedule schedule a call with me. Let's see if my financial coaching can be the solution to not only build your side gig, but also create pathways to financial freedom. All right. Well, I want to say thank you for watching this video, and until next time, bye-bye.